Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster blog, and welcome to day 87 of a year of yoga. So, I'm actually going to be starting kind of in reverse today. So, we're still building on the same practice that we have been all month, kind of on and off. I've been mixing in some other stuff. But we are going to start, instead of standing, we're going to be sitting on our mat today. And we can be in cobbler's pose. We can be in just easy pose. And we may actually, let's be right here today. I want to be in easy pose because I'd like to get better at my feet not falling asleep. So instead of being actually crossed where my shins and feet are pinching against each other, I just have my left heel brought in towards my groin and my right heel brought in front of that. So in halfway through, we will kind of swap. So the first motion that we're going to be doing today is actually, well, we've done it a few times, but we're going to focus on it for the first time today, and that is doing some different torso circles. I think, what are they called? Let me check my notes. Seated torso circles. So we are in easy pose. We have our hands on our knees. And let's start by visiting the four corners. We're going back, going to the left, we're going to the front, we're going to the right. And we can start small and then get bigger. Just be wherever you are. Really just trying to go through that full range of motion. Now we can swap our feet. We've done 10 rotations and I'm swapping my feet to where my right foot comes in and my left foot is in front. And 10 more in this position. I really want, whenever we're over at the side, I'm lowering through my left leg. When I'm in the back, I'm grounding through the front of my knees. And then, so I'm trying to provide this counterbalance with my body. This whole time, just starting to wake up our spine. And we can even make it a little bit more of an internal. And so instead of really bringing the whole body around, we just have our hands planted on our knees and we lift our chest forward to the right, to the back, to the left. And making it a much smaller, much more internalized. But I feel like this involves my abs more, as opposed to just stretching the muscles. I feel like it's actually working them and waking them up. Very good. Gonna clap the old feet together into cobbler's pose. Wiggle them toes. And from here, let's inhale up. And exhaling, coming into a gentle twist. And I want to be like a spiral staircase. And so starting at the base of my spine, just ticking and coming up one step of the spiral staircase at a time. And trying to grow right through the top of our head. And then coming back to center, a little bow forward. Inhaling up and exhaling, twisting the other direction. Again, trying to keep that feeling and sense of rotating up and out of our trunk, growing our spine towards the sky. coming back to center. And now from here, I'm going to bring in a movement that I was introduced to. Sorry, I'm just waking up. So I'm like, I feel like a squirrel cleaning my face. But I was first introduced to this movement through Kundalini yoga, both on like a VHS and then later in a Kundalini yoga class. And we're going to start very gently, and we have our arms in a cactus arm position, and we are actually going to just be doing this motion starting quite small, but as we wake these muscles up, we can go deeper and deeper. And I'm not really counting or keeping track. But I am trying to keep my breath. Just inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Then listen to and honor your body. Whew. And let's just come now to stillness and feel that complete contrast between the vigorous movement and being perfectly still. It almost gives me the sensation of if you have one of those bottles that you've put like shimmery paint into and then you shake it up and everything's all swirling. So you shake, 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 and then hold it still and everything within is still just in that beautiful turmoil. So after shaking things up a bit and letting them start to swirl and settle, just breathing with it, bringing our abs in, pulling our navel to our spine, really supporting through our trunk as we grow up and out of our head. So now from here, let's shift over, and I'm going to tuck my toes in under me and come up into a toe squat. And let's try to take that very elated, elongated, growing spine feeling with us through the rest of our practice. And I'm going to set my feet just a little wider apart to make space for myself. Like almost as wide as my mat goes. And let's roll through into garland pose, or a really deep, wide squat. And I have my fingertips on the ground to help support me. I'm going to raise up and out. And then coming back down, rolling my feet back to the front, or rolling my knees back to the front, keeping my toes tucked in under me. I am coming back up. I'm going to try to do this like 3 times. Each time trying to stretch deeper into my toes, get more of my toes on the mat. So again, setting my feet nice and wide. Let's shift back and through. Opening up through our hips. We can shift our weight from side to side. I'm actually going to put my feet just a little bit wider. Get my pants out of the way. And again, kind of growing and elongating up. Three breaths here. And coming back forward into that toe squat yet again. Make sure that you're not causing yourself pain, but find the edge of discomfort and dance there. And now, rolling back through for the last time, Let's go to a much wider stance with my knees or with my feet. Just shifting my weight from side to side to really get a nice good feeling. Bring those heels down to the ground and find our balance. Shoo-wee. Alrighty, coming forward for the last time. Oh, let's bring those feet, oh goodness, underneath us. And stretching now. Just being here stretches through this front of my ankle, down the front of my shin. I am tilting my pelvis under to really bring my booty to my feet. And we can just practice here some pelvic tilts, doing an posterior tilt, doing an anterior tilt. Again, I keep getting mixed up on which one's which. I'm going to have to look that back up. I keep hoping that I'll just remember, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, coming forward to a nice wide-kneed stance, but with my toes together. Pushing back. Tucked pelvis into child's pose. And we can actually, my main blocks are on the other side of the room, so I'm going to grab these ones. But we can actually, in this posture, position blocks to support our elbows and upper arms. And I like to put my hands in this little like shark fin position. Let's actually see if we can't get a little deeper. Still got to make room between the blocks for my head. And this just really opens up my upper body. It's such a wonderful thunderstorm today, you guys. Like, so nice. Okay, coming back up out of this. I'm going to... I'd like to warm my spine up before we get into our half bow and stuff. So from here, let's reposition into tabletop. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Just moving with our breath. Inhale, scooping up and through. Ooh, maybe wiggle those hips. And wiggle those hips in cat too. Why not? Okay, from here, I'm bringing my hands forward just a little bit, curling my toes under. Inhale and exhale into downward facing dog. I'm lifting up onto my toes to really make space through my spine before lowering my heels to the mat. They don't have to be touching. Shaking our head yes and no. And letting go of any of that tension we might be hoarding in our face, in our tongue, in our neck. Moving my right hand in, moving my left foot to the center, lifting up my right leg towards the sky. And exhale, bringing that right foot forward. Repositioning a little bit into a runner's lunge. Engaging our glutes so that we're really getting into that left hip flexor. Grounding just as much through my front foot as I am through my back and pushing the ground away from myself with my hands. I'm going to put a block below where my shin will be supported. And then come down into a crescent lunge. Ooh. That shin support actually gets me much, much deeper into the stretch, a little deeper, I think, than what I'm comfortable with right now. There we go. And then coming down, I'm actually going to use the block to bring the ground up to my left hand. As I open, can y'all hear that rain just pouring outside? We were supposed to go with some friends to like a fall festival, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. So we'll see. Really getting into that twist. We can even bring our hand behind our back. Ooh, but I'm not ready for that yet. But options. And then rolling back over our left foot, raising our right toes towards the sky. I'm just reaching across, getting nice and deep into that hammy. Okay, oh, bringing that foot back. Coming into cat-cow. Inhale, exhale, turning my toes under. Inhale and exhaling up to downward facing dog. Keeping our shoulders from being bunched up around our ears. We can pedal it out here. I'm actually going to move my hands a bit forward. There we go. And bringing my right foot in toward the center, getting my left hand out of the way. Inhale, left leg up. And bringing it forward. Getting situated into our runner's lunge. Really stretching that front hip flexor. Lower that back knee. And come up to a low crescent lunge. Coming down, I'm going to use that block to bring my body up just a bit, making a bit more space for my trunk. And twist. Coming back down, pushing back, really stretching through that left hamstring. I'm reaching across just like I did on the other side. Right hand on outside left foot. And coming back, bringing that foot back. Okay. Now from here, one last downward facing dog. So let's get our hands and feet situated. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. And we will come down to a plank. Let's hold for 5 breaths. There's 1, 2, 3. Really shaking now. 4, 5. And 1 to grow on. Let's lower our knees to the mat, lower down to their upper body. Come into baby cobra, not using our wrists at first. Then pushing up the rest of the way. Really using those back muscles to support. Okay, just coming down. slow and easy breath. There's some days I like to not wear my Fitbit, little smartwatch thing. It's as a reminder that even without quantifying my existence, I have value. I am more than how many steps I got in a day. I am more than my heart rate metrics. I am more than what calories I have consumed. And this mindset transfers over into, I also try on days where I'm focusing on this, I do not check social media, even for our business, because it's, even as a business, we are more than our likes, than our shares, than our views. It's because that's not what this is about. Those are vanity metrics that are just trying to quantify something, but are not necessarily representative of the value and the quality of it. And it just helps me to focus just on the joy and what I'm actually getting out of something, as opposed to, I think the worst reason to do anything is for social media. So, I don't mind sharing stuff on social media, but I don't want it to dictate. I do not want it or the algorithm, with a capital A, the almighty algorithm, to dictate my existence. So from here, I'm going to try something a little bit different today, and I'm going to see if I can reach my left foot with my right hand, reaching across into half bow. So coming up. Oh, I can. Oh, that cramps. Okay. Surprise followed by immediate muscle cramping. Oof. Okay. Let's try again. See what happens. Being sure to breathe. Oh, yep, cramped again. Okay. Let's try on the other side. Maybe it's equally as crampy. Yep, when I can't reach it either. Ooh, Charlie horses in both of my hamstrings. That's okay. Whew, okay, one more time just to keep it equal. Keep it even. Okay. Ow. I even got like a little cramp in my back oblique on that one. Alrighty, we'll stick to not that for now. Okay. Inhale out. I can't do it on either side now. Oh, come on, hamstrings. I think I'm still so sore and stiff from yesterday. Oh, practicing with the strap. Okay, yeah. No boat pose for me today. So let's see, what's next? Okay, pushing up and back. Whew, let's just be here for a moment. It seems like the rain's calming down a bit too. There's beautifully rolling thunder in the distance. This mic has, I guess it's noise cancellation. I haven't quite figured it out. But I don't know if it'll be picking up on the background noise or what our audio quality is going to be like today. Oh well, I'm still having fun. I hope y'all are too. And so now from here, let's come back to one last downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale up. And from here, let's walk our hands towards our feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Bending our knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling those shoulders up and back. Inhale, raising our arms overhead, lifting our chest to the sky. Exhale, back bend, very slight. Let's do One breath cycle here. Inhaling back up to straight and swan dive down. Keeping a nice little bit of a micro bend in our knees. I just have my fingers tucked under my toes on this one, really opening up through between my shoulder blades. Let's roll up, one vertebrae at a time, rolling those shoulders once, twice, and thrice. Up and back. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 breath cycles here. Inhale up and forward fold. Oh yeah. Rocking from my heels to my toes. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhaling, coming down a little deeper. Bending my knees, rolling up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling those shoulders up and back. There we go. 2 and 3. Inhale up. Let's do 3 breath cycles here. I'm putting my feet just a little bit wider. It's okay to come up out of the bend as you inhale. Inhaling up. Last time. Forward fold. I like to, whenever I inhale, bring that head up, that back straight, and then exhale, really getting into the whole back leg. Micro bend in our knees. From here, we can actually hold on to our elbows and maybe sway from side to side, letting our head and shoulders just hang there. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bent knees, rolling up. There we go. Woo. 3 shoulder rolls back, and then 3 forward. 2, 3. From here, let's inhale, arms spread, thumbs towards the wall behind us. Flip them. Exhale, crossing the right elbow over the left. And coming into our half eagle arms. Inhale, thumbs to the wall behind us. Exhale, flipping those palms to the ground, bringing the left elbow over the right, stretching the other side. Really getting deep, deep, deep into those shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms together in front of us, interlaced fingers pushing those palms out and coming overhead. Stretching our neck a little bit in here before releasing those fingers, raining down. And now from the side, I'm actually going to be facing away from you on this one. Inhale, fingers plugged into the ceiling. We're not bunching our shoulders here, but relaxing them down into the cradle. Exhale, leading with our thumbs, palms facing the wall behind us. Bringing our fingertips together over our sacrum. And then joining our other fingertips. And as we're here, lifting our chest, you see the kind of difference that our rib cage positioning can make in We're adding layers of stretch to this. And then bringing our elbows, engaging just with our muscles. Almost like we're trying to push our thumbs together. And then coming out of it, let's do some shoulder rolls. And slowly, bringing our hands out of that position. Let's go ahead and do just some hand circles here. And let's add in some hip circles. Just coming around just like how we did with our chest earlier while we were seated. But really getting through the full expanse of our hips. Let's change direction. And I am really getting into these different, like from the side, I'm coming forward. And then over here, and then boom, hips forward. And of all the things in the world right now, don't be fretting about how you look. I'm out here, I'm not even wearing a bra today, you guys. I barely have pants on. My belly is all pooching. Like, embrace it. Who cares? Like, so inhaling up, arms overhead. I'm in a bit of a star position here. I'm going to come up onto my toes. Inhaling and exhaling down into a little bit of a sumo squat, which I like. I love sumo squats. Inhaling up, tippy toes. Ooh, that's a little wide for tippy toes. Up and I think this is us for today, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really liked you doing that in reverse. Like, wow. Like, I feel completely different than what I do. I mean, at that posture that we just did. Whenever, I don't know, I'm going to have to experiment with shuffling around our practices a little bit more. Whew, but it's humid and I'm sweaty. So I'm going to go find a cup of coffee and sit on my butt for a while. But thank you guys so much for joining me here. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments. And if you have any questions or anything, and I will see y'all next time. So until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Bye. I hope the basement's not flooding, honestly. Oh gosh.